Recently, President Trump signed some executive orders to protect women and children from the leftist evil being the men and women's teams and women's spaces and the mutilation of children under the delusion that they can change sex. This is not enough because the next president could change those orders easily. We need to make this law. Okay, here's Trump talking about his executive order to protect women and children from horrible things. Let me go play it here.
We're taking today are the latest in a sweeping effort to reclaim our culture and our laws from the radical left crusade against biological reality. On day one, I made it official, and I'm making it official policy of the United States government that there is, two genders. We have two genders. What might they be? Man and woman, right?
I don't like the use of the word gender. I think we should go back to just using the word sex. The John Money thing of gender is retarded. We need to say sex. They say there's two sexes, male and female, so there's no confusion about using these crazy, messed up pseudoscience instead of real science. Back to the president.
Male and female. Male and female. Can't think of too many others, but it's pretty amazing. I rescinded federal funds too, and this is so important, to any program that promotes transgender ideology using taxpayer dollars. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. And last week I effectively banned the chemical castration and surgical mutilation of minor children.
Now, this is a great order, but it needs to go further than this. We need to make this law so nobody else can mess it up. Here's my stance on gender. Gender applies to inanimate objects, inanimate entities like la boat, a la computer, male and female, and you can have in between for inanimate objects. But sex applies to biological entities, and they only come in male or female. So this is what I think should become the law. This is called the No Dicks Act. It makes it illegal for penises to be in women/girls spaces. This includes, but is not limited to, bathrooms, locker rooms, gyms, prisons, shelters, sport teams, dorms, etc. So I'll put on here a little scan. I'm going to have a link in the description below where you can contact your congressman and senator and demand this become the law of the land. We know they tried it once, but a bunch of Democrats were against it because too many of them are scumbags. But we don't need all of them. We just need 10 to turn around and support this to become the law of the land and protect these women. This is the second act I think should become law. This is the No Pretend Act. It makes it illegal for anyone under the age of 21 to pretend to be the opposite sex via chemical and or surgical means. This means no chemical sterilization for anyone under 21 who wants to pretend to be the opposite sex, and no removal of healthy tissue to pretend to be the opposite sex. So we want to contact your congressman and your senator about this. Same scan, and let them know that this needs to become law. They tried it once, but they failed. We need at least 10, maybe 20 Democrats to come along with it. Some of them got to have a little bit of common sense to push this through to protect our children from being mutilated and, to put forth the delusion that you can change your sex, which is impossible at this time. And last, I'd like to make this be part of the language that you are not assigned at birth. You are uniquely created by God as male or female at the moment of conception. This needs to be what's said. None of this garbage of assigned at birth. That's the language of the leftists, and we must stop using that language because that's destructive to everything. Leftism destroys. So do that, and as usual, there are links in the description below. So if you want to know more about these things, or find reach out to your congressman, those links in below for that, as well as links for merch and other stuff if you want to do that. Thank you.